Namaste, everyone. Welcome to Godly Good Guidance. How are you all doing today? Hi, Ankita. Welcome. I'm good. Thank you for asking, Ankita. We're just starting in a bit, but till then, you can read the description box, or let's just wait for a few more people to walk in and then we will begin. But till then, I am going to give the introduction so that by then everyone will be here. Okay. So, hello and welcome, whoever is here, whoever will come later on. Remember, this is going to be a timeless and collective reading. So, this is this is valid even for the future, even after this live is over. Okay. So, welcome to the live. I'm so happy to have you all here tonight and day or evening or afternoon, whatever it is at your end. Like I just said, today we are doing a collective and timeless love reading, and the theme is past, present, and future of your love life. Now, in this, you can, think of a particular person, or you could think of your love life in general. It is your wish. Take it how it resonates, okay? And feel free to watch, let's say, past from pile one, future from pile two, and probably present from pile three. It is all your wish. We will ground for a little bit and then we shall begin. But this basically will be a pick a pile intuitive reading, which means I'll show you three piles. Now, these are not the three piles. I'm just going to use these three decks, but I will shortly introduce you to the three piles, and then you can choose the one that your intuition feels most drawn to. Remember, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest, okay? And sometimes, in this current situation, it may not make sense to you, but, something that is about to unfold, might also be revealed, okay? So that is what it is. Before we begin, if you are here and ready for these messages, for this reading that you guys voted for, I think around 40 people or 50 people voted that day. And the vote came for this particular topic that day on the live. So I thought, why not do it since I have some time on hand? So if you are here and ready for this particular reading, probably type 111 in the chat so I know your energy is here. Hi, Tasha. Hi, Daniela. Welcome. Okay, Tasha is ready. Only Tasha is ready. I see a bunch of people online, but I guess only Tasha is ready. That's all right. Slowly and steadily, uh, people will come around, I guess. But thank you so much. Um, and I can see the energy building already in some way. But hi, Roy. Welcome. So here's how the reading will go today. Each pile will reveal one past energy from your love life, one present situation, and one future direction of either, like I said, your connection or your love life. Okay. And finally, I will pull out one guidance message from the this deck of angels and ancestors. I'll be using tarot for the past, present, and future, and then I will be using the guidance, this oracle, for some extra guidance for you, and I will pull out two additional messages, to give you from the message from your person. I know you guys like this deck, so I thought I should definitely keep it. So now I'm gonna shuffle and I'm gonna create three piles for you. I already have three crystals ready here. What I'm gonna do is, just for the sake of this particular pile formation thingy, I'm gonna use pile one from here, pile two from here, pile three from here. But I'm going to use all these three decks for all the three piles. Okay. Hi Asmita, welcome. All right, so let me pull out one card for pile one. Okay, I already have pile one card here, and pile two. Let's see what we have for pile two. We already have one card for pile two. Let's see what we get for pile three. We have a card for pile three as well. Now, this is the cover, or what do you call the backside of this pile one. If you want to choose from this one, second one, pile two, is this is the backside. If you want to choose from the back of the card illustration, or this is the third one, if this is what calls your energy. And I'm gonna place crystals on it. This apparently is a moonstone. If this is what you like, you can pick this one. Should I put this here? Because this is black and black. Yeah, I think I'll put it here. And the pink is here and the yellow will be here. Perfect. So this is pile three, by the way, moonstone. Okay. Hi, Sneha. Welcome. And this is citrine, guys. I actually got it from, I think I received this from Japan or somewhere. This is citrine, guys. That is pile two for you. And finally, rose quartz, pile one. Okay, so you can either choose from the back covers, the back side of the deck, or you can choose the crystal. Or now I'm gonna about to reveal what's behind these decks. So if that resonates with you, you can choose from that as well. Okay. So pile one, I feel the same, and we have the rose quartz here. Pile two, we have the white witch saying, "Be the light." And I have the raw citrine here. That's pile two. Pile three is Seven of Swords, and we have the moonstone here. Okay. So pick your pile, and actually, let's just do a little bit of a grounding so that will help you, pick the pile properly. Take a deep breath for a moment, guys. Take a deep breath. Inhale and exhale. Inhale one more time. And completely exhale. Inhale once again. And exhale. I want you to now think about your person or about your love life, a person on your mind or your love life in general. Think about it for a moment. And when you feel connected, I want you to now choose the pile that your intuition feels drawn to. Pile 1, pile 2, or pile 3. Rose quartz, citrine, moonstone, the message deck, the oracle deck, or the tarot deck. Okay, take a moment to choose. And like I said, you can also choose in a mixed match fashion that you're going to take, let's say, past from, you're going to see the past life reading, not past life reading, past energies of your love life from, let's say, pile 2. You're going to see your present one from, let's say, pile 3, and you probably want to see your uh, the remainder one from pile 1. Okay, so that is also possible, but for now you can what I mean is, if you feel drawn to more than one pile, that's perfectly okay. Your intuition may be picking up different messages. Okay, but for now you can type 1, 2, or 3 in the chat to claim your pile. Sneha Garga has already picked up pile. She says pile 2. Perfect. Is there anybody else who would like to share? Tasha has picked pile 1. That's brilliant. Asmita feels drawn to pile 2 too. Okay. That's brilliant. Okay. Also, guys, remember this is a timeless collective reading. So if you come back at some other time here, or if somebody comes here later on, then also this is very much valid. It is for all signs, all genders, timeless, collective. Take how it resonates with you guys. Okay. And now we are beginning. um, I'm just seeing what's happening on the chat actually. All right, Roy picks pile 2 as well. Okay, that's amazing. Okay. All right, what I'm gonna do now is put this aside. I'm just gonna use the crystals now, I think. Or should I use these cards as well? I think I'm gonna mix the cards back in, but I'm gonna keep the crystals, okay? So this will be the order, but I'm gonna shuffle, put these cards back in the deck, and let's see what happens. And we'll pull out fresh ones for you when your pile is being revealed. All right. Hi, Arvin. Oh, Arvin, you are a member now. I see a star next to your name. When did you become the member? I don't get notifications. Am I not supposed to get the notifications? Thank you, Arvin, for joining in. Really appreciate it. Thank you for joining in. The starlight or the moonlight. Sorry, what was it? The first light or the moonlight membership program. Thank you so very much. It's not a program, it's a membership, but thank you so very much. Really appreciate it. After the video, which video? After which video? Oh, the attachment detachment one? Okay. Thank you so much, Armin. I really need to come up with something that every time I see somebody joining in, I should be saying something beautiful, right? But I only end up saying, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. But this is all from my heart. Thank you so much, Armin. I'm right now, I don't have, I mean, I am, gradually growing up with the membership thing, but slowly, steadily, we will do things better out there in that aspect as well. All right, let's keep this very, very strict to the reading of past, present, and future. So, hi, Malika, welcome. All right, so let's get on with the reading. If you have chosen pile one, this message is for you. Let's begin. Dear God, high powers, source, divine universe, please give one card for past, one card for present, and one card for future for people watching the reading for pile one. This first card represents the past energy in your love life or in this connection that you have it on your mind. Okay. Wow. I am taking this one. Okay, so I already have the first card. I want to pull the second, all the cards first. Now, this card represents the current energy around your love life. Okay, and finally, now I'm going to pull out the card that will show you the future direction or potential outcome if energies continue this way. Okay. Okay. I'm also going to pull out the remaining cards also so that, the shuffling part is over. And then I can, in peace, just read all the cards. Okay. So let's get you a guidance card from this oracle. Guidance from the divine, from the universe for you regarding your love life. One card, please. And we have one card here. And finally, the most loved. I'm just assuming that this is the most loved one for some reason. Two messages from the person on your mind to understand this more deeply. Guys, you can literally mix and match however you feel like doing it, okay? There is no hard and fast rule to this. All right, so I have all the cards here, and now I'm gonna start reading for you guys. I will now reveal the cards to you one by one. And before that, let me see what's happening on the chat, and then we shall begin. Hi, Malika. Hi, Shweta. You choose file 2 and 3. Perfect. Sorry, not answering questions, personal questions today, but definitely if you are drawn here to this live, to this channel today, maybe there is some message for you over here, either on this live or on the channel somewhere. All right, Asmita, if you're feeling attraction towards one, we're already on one, okay? All right. Oh, by the way, that's the what is it called? The crystal for you, the rose quartz. Let me keep it a little separately so that we know this is pile one. So this card represents the past energy, okay? And we have the moon here. In the past, seems like you have been that person who's been all wishy-washy kind of a thing, that one day my prince charming in, the knight in the shining armor will come to me. If you're a boy, just take it how it resonates, your princess charming or whatever that is called. You've been in that dream world for a, I wouldn't want to blow your bubble or something like that by saying dream world, but you were very, very attracted to the whole idea of, that one perfect person in your life, and you kept looking for that kind of a person, and somehow you probably kept getting emotionally hurt by this whole situation, but still you kept falling and you kept rising back. Now, for some people, this happened multiple times, and for some people, even one blow or one kind of a crush also made them feel in that way that, oh my God, what is this happening? And many a times you probably withdrew from everybody or from the whole idea of having somebody in your life, but then deep down you do crave for that one person, and you keep falling down and you keep getting up, and that has been the whole situation for you in the past. We'll come back to it, but let's move on to the present, the current energies around your love life. All right. So, in the current energies, for some of you, seems like you haven't really healed from the past, guys. You haven't really healed from the past. That pattern is kind of still playing around with you, and you fall down, and then again somebody comes in, then you again start feeling that, oh my God, that is my one true love and this is going to be perfect. But and then the whole attachment thing begins, that and you get attached to them emotionally and in every way, and you just want them, and they are in the beginning doing exactly, or they're behaving exactly, or you're just perceiving them to be exactly what you want them to be. And this is your current situation. I'm feeling that for many of you here, I'm not saying all of you, but for many of you here, you do tend to fall in that pattern. It's not really the fault. It's not always the fault of the person. Okay, sometimes you just start expecting and imagining things. Okay, and that is the main fault here. What I'm seeing, I mean, how much ever the person in front of you might be like a person who might manipulate or whatever that is, but end of the day, somewhere, if not 100%, 50% will be a blame on yourself. And if this is happening again and again in your life, then it's not 50%, it is much, much more than 50%, that you are taking yourself through this whole trauma again and again. Okay, what I'm seeing is right now, maybe you might be in some sort of a relationship where either you already are feeling that thing, that it's not exactly how it is, or you are completely head over heels behind that person, and you're in that early stage wherein you don't know what you're getting into. You are just dreaming, you are just weaving your own story. Okay, let's move on to the future part of this particular pile one, to see the future direction or potential outcome, if energies continue this way. So you have the Three of Wands here, guys, and I'm kind of happy to see that card. In a way, what I'm getting is that this was probably, usually everything is part of the plan, but this was part of the plan that wanted to make you strong, that wanted to take you out of the, not that to take you out of the whole love situation, but to take your focus towards something more realistic, to give you the focus towards your towards the things that really will build you as a strong person. You will find, what I'm seeing is in the future you are going to build yourself so strong, and you're going to be so passionate, not just about your own whatever you want in life, but in life in general you will be very, very passionate. You will learn to take risks, my dear. In the beginning, I'm seeing that you were probably a little bit of a calculated risk taker or no risk taker at all. But because these people kept coming into your life, or even if they didn't come in your life, you secretly were admiring them, or whatever the whole situation was, slowly and steadily, the maturity will build up. You will learn your lessons, whether they were actually involved in your life or not. You will learn it, you will grow, and you will become stronger and stronger. And how? This is really beautiful what I'm seeing. You are gonna be this one tough person. And not by tough, I don't mean that you're not gonna love anymore, you're not gonna look for your person or anything. You're gonna be this person that, hey, this is what I am, okay, and I'm standing right here. If there's anybody who matches my energy, come forward, I am open to you. But no more bullshitting with my emotions, okay? I have the emotions, I have the passion, and I want all that beautiful thing that I initially in first place wanted. But no more anybody can come, and run me down. And no more I am that little immature person who will just imagine stories that are not true, okay? So this is what I'm seeing here, guys. And let's move on to the guidance. And guidance here is, you have the uh, eagle card here that says, see from a higher perspective. Okay, that is a card for you if you want to see. And yes, now for some of you, this might have been very, very painful, or it is still very, very painful in the current scenario, because it's not going anywhere, honestly. Even if you're feeling in that amazing, if you are in that situation, because the current situation is divided into two. One group would be that group who might be in the initial stage of the lovey-dovey phase, wherein you don't know what you are getting into and you're just imagining things. But the second one is where your just bubble just broke, and you were like, oh, this person is not at all like how I thought this person would be. And even if the person has not done much, it was all your imagination. Probably you are in that anxiety phase in this time period, okay? So at this point, you are being guided. In this present time, you're being guided that, you know it is what it is. But it's better if you see everything from not just a higher perspective, but from a different perspective also, okay? Because this was to make you strong. This was to make you, this was to build you strong, and believe that God was always watching and taking care of you. Every time you felt you were drowning, you actually weren't. You were actually in some way learning how to float back up, and how to dive back in with much more, power, to be able to swim in that emotional water. Okay, so that is what is the guidance for you. That see things from a higher perspective, not just from our humanly material level, but from a higher perspective. What are you learning? How your soul is growing? And what are you actually turning into? What are you actually becoming? Are you becoming more mature, or are you becoming even more, it can go in any direction for people, but it's always better that you know try to become better and stronger. And even more, what I'm seeing is you're going to become even more warmer. But warm in a sense that, okay, if you're nice to me, I'm warm and cool. But if you try to mess up with me, I'm going to burn you with the same I'm going to increase the level of that warmth, and then you're going to burn, kind of a thing. Okay, so that is that for you. Now I'm going to open the messages from your person. This can be any person, your current person, your future person, your past person, whomsoever you want it from. Okay, let's see what they want to tell you. Serendipity. And second one is, let's take it to the next level. Guys, now there is somebody here who wants to, who, now this, what I'm getting is that, your future person kind of is like, things are going to happen. in a natural flow of way. So let's just not force it, okay? Let's not go ahead of our thing, okay? Let's just keep going by the flow, and one fine day we will bump into each other. But let's not just kind of just keep imagining that every person we bump into is we with each other. Let it just organically happen for each other, okay? And there is another message that, now this could be from all of you, okay? For all of you, actually, wherever your situation is in your love life, that person actually wants to take it to the next level, okay, guys? Whether you are just, strangers, they want to become, known to each other. If you're already known to each other, they want to become friends. If you're already friends, they want to, basically they just want to take this connection to the next level. Now these two messages can be from their higher self, from their conscious or subconscious mind. So please take how it resonates, okay? So if this reading resonated with you and you chose any part of this pile, and if any part of this pile kind of matched with your energy, type "I claim this message" in the chat, and then we shall begin towards the next one. Also, guys, if you chose pile 2, stay with me because your reading is coming up next. Okay, pile 3, Renal is choosing. Thank you, Arwen, for those dancing hearts. Really, really appreciate it. I guess nobody from the pile 1 is here or kind of resonated, but that's pretty okay. Maybe this message was for somebody else. So that is for pile 1. And yeah, Arwen is sending those dancing. Oh, thank you, Arwen. Now you can use the customized emojis. Yes. Now, when I say Om towards the end, you can also type the same medallion of the Om, okay? So this was pile 1, guys. Let's move on to pile 2, okay? Let me just put these back in. I was initially thinking that maybe I should, not repeat the cards, but I just want to see what happens here. By the way, so far, are you guys liking the format? I would want to know. Is because many of you kind of voted that you guys wanted past, present, future, and that is why I kept it. Thank you, Renal, for those beautiful emojis. Really appreciate it. Oh, I'm glad you're liking it. All right, guys. So thank you, Renal. Let's move on to pile 2. If you chose pile 2, or if you chose the citrine, I should keep this here, right? It's just blocking. It's just like too heavy on head. Yeah, that's still better. Or if you chose the citrine crystal, then this reading is for you. Let's start shuffling. Dear God, high power, source, divine universe, please give a past, present, future with guidance and messages reading to pile 2s. Anybody watching pile 2 or who has chosen pile 2 at any point of time. This is time. Thank you. All right. Let's pull out one card for the past energies in your love life or in the connection on your mind. Let's see if any lessons that you learned come up or any emotional pattern that comes up. Let's just see. Actually, you know what I want to do? I'm going to cut it into 3 and I'm going to choose all past, present, future together. That's going to be amazing. So one card for past, one card for present, and one card for future in one go. There we go. So this is for past, this is for present, and this is for future. Let's pull out a guidance card for you guys. Pile twos from the divine regarding your love life. One card, please. I think I want to take this one. And then two messages from the person on your mind. Two cards, please. One and two. Oh, two are already here. Let me arrange this now. And then I shall begin. Okay, what's happening on the chat? Yes, my day was pretty good. Thank you for asking, Renal. So that's that. Let me arrange 8. Okay. And you have the citrine right here for pile 2. Pile 2s, are you ready? If yes, let me know. Just type ready. Pile 2s, if you're ready, type ready. Nobody chose pile 2? Okay, Renal chose a part or complete whole thing of pile 2. Hi Naveen, how are you? You've been MIA, missing in action. Anyhow, let's begin. No chit chatting today. Read the description box. All right. So let's continue with pile 2. Pile 2, past energies. Let's see what we have of your love life or of the connection on your mind. Okay. In the past, what I'm seeing is that this relationship or however your love life was quite, you know, there was a lot of scope there, there was a lot of potential there, and it all seemed perfect, and everything seemed um, amazing. That you're doing the right thing, and everything seemed perfect. Actually, I'm seeing that their past your love life in the past was pretty good, okay? Or maybe the connection in your mind was in a good space. This is what I'm basically getting, okay? You learned quite a bit in a very healthy manner, in a very positive manner, and it was basically helping you grow stronger. And I don't know, stronger is different, but very connected, very connected. You were very connected to yourself with this past connection or whatever your situation was in your mind about your love life, okay? You were very um, content is the word, or should I say that whatever it was, whether there was a love life or not, but you were just fine with it. You were like, all right, everything will happen in the right time. And if it was there, you were not like, oh, I'm expecting too much on day one. No, you were just that's how the connection was, probably, if you were in some sort of a relationship, okay? Now let's see the present scenario. Present scenario, I am seeing that in this card that we have here, it is basically showing that Yes, things were quite good. Things were quite good. This seems to be not that very, very troublesome sort of a relationship or love connection. Even if there was no love connection, you were pretty okay. And you still are in that situation where you are not taking any hasty decisions. You are kind of, if you are meeting somebody, you are not just going crazy about that person on day one. You are actually, going slowly and trying to build it even now. It's even if you've never had any person in your life, is it is not like making you very, very hasty that okay, now it's time for me to have somebody. No, that's not the situation. You're still quite gauging your whole situation, whether that person is good for you, whether you're good for that person, and everything. Basically, you're still in that energy where you're not just being hasty about it, whether you're taking every action with balance. And I'm liking this current energy also of yours, because this is also speaking of stability and balance. Whether you have a real relationship or not, but the relationship you have with your own self is so strong that anything that is not worth it doesn't last for long. And you know it doesn't even affect you so much, because you're just on a positive path of learning and becoming better and better. Okay, now in the future. Okay, in the future, what I'm seeing is that in this card, what I'm seeing is that you are still going to be, I'm sorry, but I'm not completely seeing that in the future you're going to be like, I waited for quite a bit and I made sure I did not do anything stupid like those other people, my other friends who've been just, getting into not so meaningful relationships kind of a thing. I made sure that, my lane was clear for that one person. But I am still not, from this very, very grounded and satisfied past and present. In the future, you might be too focused on what exactly you want and how you want it, and that is how you want it. And even if something nice would come along your path, you would be like, nah, not this one, because I want that one. Okay, but what, the guidance card is here, but what I'm getting here is that, what God is going to give you in the future is going to be amazing. Okay, it may not be exactly fitting into all the boxes for you, may not be ticking all the boxes for you, but it is a good thing. It is sent by divine for you, and it is the real deal. You just need to, look towards it. Try to get to know each other. Nobody's asking you to get married to that person on the first day, but you need to look towards that person and get to know that person, because when you actually do, you would realize that, oh, that's also nice. It's like, I know the comparison is stupid, but it's like, you're always a chocolate person. You go everywhere, you go for your, you know whatever, like ice cream or cakes or whatever. Every time you just blindly say chocolate. If there's no chocolate, I'm not having it. Okay, but and let's say, and there was some store where they didn't have chocolates, but they had everything with, fruits and whatever that is, and you be like, oh no, what sort of a place is this? And you are like, no, I'm not gonna eat all this because I'm a chocolate person. But then probably somebody gives you guidance and you be like, okay, let me give it a go, I'll just have a spoon of it. And then you take a spoon of it, and then you'll be like, okay, this is not bad too, in fact this is pretty good, and I'm kind of liking it, and it's so different and it's so nice. And yes, I still like my chocolate, but this is like, wow. And like I said, stupid silly example, but I'm not saying that you need to keep chocolate as well as as well as the fruit ice cream also. What I'm saying is you just need to be open. That is the guidance for you in the future, because if you're not open to possibilities, you may not be able to settle down with, you don't have to settle down, don't take it in a negative way, but you won't be happy and content, which you have been so far. But in the future, that frustration might just rise up. And in that scenario, you have to remember that, uh, I need to be a little bit flexible and open and see things through. Maybe that person is actually, probably 70% of what I, maybe I never said I wanted that sort of a thing, but when you get to know that thing, that person, you'll be like, whoa, this is like amazing. This is nothing like what I thought, how I would like a person to be, but this is something really good. In fact, now I just want the fruit ice cream and never a chocolate ice cream. Going back to my example. Okay. So I hope you're understanding. So let's go move on to the guidance. And you have the white witch here saying, be the light. Okay. Now, guidance for you here is very clear. You know, you're not supposed to just be on that petty level um, that, um, that basically how your past and present is that, wow, you are that person who is having some values and some kind of things that you want, and that is always beautiful. But in the future, when you take the action of, showing that flexibility and that idea of being open to change and all those things, you would not just make your life better, but you would also be an example to other people by doing that. Because there might be some people around you who might be very, very kind of idolizing you in some way, that, okay, I like the way my aunt or my elder brother or my whatever has been taking care of themselves, or this is pretty good how they've just been managing their life beautifully. But when it came to love, they've been very, very, I wouldn't say picky, but what's a more positive word for picky? They've been very, very sure about what they want. Okay. So, but those people, when they see that, okay, being sure is amazing, but still being flexible in that surety, being still open to possibilities in that surety is also something that you did, they might also understand that and, learn from that. They may never tell you that, but it's just coming up that you might actually become like some sort of ideal for somebody, at least for one person or something like that. Okay. And let's move on to see the messages from your person. And we have some naughty messages. Well, this person doesn't want to show up, but wants to send amazing and naughty messages to you. Okay. And well, this person can be the person on your mind, may or may not be the person who you would eventually end up with, or it can be the person you would eventually end up with. But they are sending you a lot of naughty messages here saying that, do you like role plays? Because they think they would like to see you in certain way, and they would want to be in a certain way with you. And they are very much about, I keep my body very well. I just don't clean myself well, but I also keep it very, very perfect, very, very ripped, all that cool stuff. And they are just trying to show off and tell you that, hey, this is something really good. Do you want it? And would you want to get into some role play and explore what we can do about it, kind of a thing? So these are some messages. While the reading was a little bit serious here, but hey ho, look at that. Okay. So if this reading resonated with you, or there's some part of it that you liked, do mention I claim the message in the chat, or something. Do mention something. Let's talk, guys. I just feel like I'm just talking to myself here on the live for the first time. And before starting, if you chose pile 3, stay with me because your reading is coming up next. What's happening here? Let me see. Let me see. What's happening here? Okay, guess people are sleeping, not liking, not resonating, or it is for somebody who will find this later on. But let's move on to the next pile, pile three. You're a bit confused? Okay. It's a new format, right? You guys are used to asking one question and getting one free. So this is a little different. But you guys had requested for it. Like, I think 50% people voted that day. And this was the one that got like a majority vote. So I thought, while I can do a reading, a little longer reading, why not let me do this one? Anyhow, never mind. Let's move on and let's go on to pile three. Anybody here who chose pile three? You're confused with the concept of love? Not because of this reading, right, Renal? Not because of this reading. Thank you, Renal, for those dancing hearts. All right, let's begin with pile three quickly. And I'm gonna start. Those of you who chose pile three, this message is for you. I'm gonna pull out three cards for you. Let's check. This first card represents the past energy in your love life or in the connection on your mind. Past energy of your love life. Let's pull out the second card, which represents the current energy around your love life. And finally, I'm going to pull out one card that shows the future direction or potential outcome if energies continue this way. Let's pull out a guidance card. This card will represent a guidance from the divine, from the universe, for you regarding your love life. And finally, two messages. Guys, you are hot. I'm not saying it just popped up. But let's find two. And now you give me hots. What's with you guys? Why so much heat? No global warming here. Oh my god, बचपन से मैं hot हूँ. Aww. All right. Armin is like, I was born cute. I am always cute. Okay. Now I'm pulling two additional messages from the person on your mind or to understand this a little bit deeply. And this can be completely separate from the entire reading. After this, guys, I might take up few free messages or free cards, so hang in there till the end. And we have two cards popping out already. Okay. Okay, let me see what's happening on the chat window. Yay! Arvin is using the custom emojis. Thank you. I'm quite busy, but I want to add many more in it. I don't know how many I'm allowed to add in, but well, we'll see how many more. Anyhow, let's go back to pile three. Let's begin pile three. Those of you who chose pile three, these messages are for you. Let me arrange it for you guys a little bit more humanly visible to all of us. And by the way, we have the moonstone for pile three here. Mm-hmm. All right, let's see the past energy in your love life or in the connection that you're in, and you have the King of Swords. Okay, the past energy seems to be wherein there was somebody in the connection who had done a lot in love, who had done a lot in love, okay? And done a lot in love, but because of his or her own, I wouldn't say just because of his or her own, but because he or she is probably this kind of person that, my way or highway kind of a thing, there would be some point where things would kind of clash. Or maybe this person is too, seems like this person is intellectually so brilliant that, in the past, probably you guys probably met a lot of people, but at the end or towards as the relationship would go by, you would be like, nah, this is too immature. I don't connect with this person. I thought this was something, but this is again the usual. This is not fun. I mean, basically, that whole connection intellectually or in it could also be that you were looking for a status kind of a person, and that status kind of person did not enter your life, and that is where. But I'm seeing that this is where it's not just the other person, but you yourself growing up from it, or kind of a thing. And the other person also at some point might have been like, no, I can't be what you want, so there you go. Okay. Current scenario is not very, very amazing, I would honestly say, guys. Mm, this is a situation where you have, where you're not sure which, you're not able to see properly, guys. Just like this, can you see this one? You can't see it properly. You can't see. You basically have gone through so many experiences in your life. Now you are like, every time I give myself out there, somebody just does this to me, and I am like kind of in a stuck position, and I don't want to hurt myself again, but at the same time, my heart, what about my heart, but I'm all scratched, and I'm all like, being wounded from every place. And in the current scenario, I'm also seeing that there are people around you who are kind of not being very positive around you. If you have a person in your life, they are probably not saying good things about this person to you. They are probably even trying to take you away from this person. Now, guys, this could be your energy or your partner's energy. It could be anyhow. Okay, so please take how it resonates, because this is a collective reading. So, in this current situation, there is a possibility of some external forces that are coming in between the relationship, and that is actually making a big deal out of out of in which direction this relationship is going. Okay, and either one or both of you don't have clarity anymore. They just don't know what to do about it. Okay. To the extent that maybe one of them or both of you are actually thinking of, finishing this whole story. Okay. In the future, wow, thank God, thank my God, thank my God. Okay, in the future, what I'm seeing is that you are going to listen to your heart eventually. There are going to be people who are going to bicker around you, but eventually, and there are going to be those past experiences that you had that you that made you very, very stone cold, very, very hard on you as well, in a way that you just shut off and didn't let anybody in. But there might be some catalyst situation that might come into your life in the future that will again, open the doors of your heart, and the energy, your heart will open up and the energy will flow, and you would be able to share your heart with others, and it's going to be very beautiful in the future for you guys, because I'm seeing that your heart is going to open up, um, and then when you actually meet this person, or in general, I know this is a love reading, but I am getting that you're going to become this beautiful person with so much warmth, so much love for, generally, for everybody, that it won't be possible for anybody to not like you, okay? And from that energy, when you come out into this world, the universe is going to conspire to bring you to your one true love that is definitely destined. I feel like saying that this is in the destiny, but it's going to take a while, and just take it as a process, but you are eventually going to, the scars are going to remain, they are not going anywhere, but you are going to learn how to um, become beautiful from this whole situation, and listen to your own heart and soul and mind, okay? Yes. And let's take some guidance, guys. And look at this. You have this beautiful lady who says, enjoy growth and reap rewards. Exactly what I just said. Okay. This is not just your lifeline, life's timeline, life's love timeline. This is also your growth, a general growth that will be seen by yourself, okay? Of course, by people who know you, but you yourself will see your growth during this whole time, and towards the end, when you work on it. Look at this, how, you know this one is holding, like, in two hands, this beautiful red color heart, okay? And in this one is holding with two hands a red color apple, and both of them, there's this whole thing of something from the depth of it coming out, and it's actually going to make you feel like, okay, life was worth it, this whole pain was worth it, this was part of a process, okay? That is how it's going to feel like. And you're going to turn into somebody really, really, like I was saying, somebody who's just doesn't have love for, like, that one person. Look at this beautiful lady here. Whether you're male or female, you're going to have love for people in general. That is what I'm feeling, okay? And that is amazing. Now let's get you two messages from the person on your mind. Your person, whether you know him or not, whether you're in touch with him or not, or her, remembers you around the special days, okay? Special days like Christmas, Diwali, Holi, holidays, whatever. Special days do remind, um, them of you. And for some of you, if there has been some trust issues and there have been these external forces who have been trying to come in between you guys, they are saying that, please don't trust them, trust me, because I am legit, I am genuine, okay? So this was pile three, guys. If anything resonated with you, or if in any part of the reading was that you liked, please do type I liked it, or I claim this message, or anything that you feel like sharing, okay? Um, Hi, Paula Rose, welcome. I'm so glad to know, Renal, that the pile three resonated with you. You're welcome. All right. Beautiful messages tonight, I would say. Remember, tarot is not about fixed destiny. I always say that. It is about guidances, awareness, and empowerment. Okay? Please don't take it as a verdict. There's always some scope, okay, for things to become better and for things to become how you want it also, because we do have something called free will. Okay. Now, I actually had decided to pull one card for everyone present here, like a collective message for everyone watching this live, even if they come later on as a replay. But what I'm going to do is, in a while, I'm going to, come back into a new live, you know. I'll come up, I will end this, and so that this remains like a pure, this topic based video, and I will come back with another live where I will give you guys a few some few free messages or free card pulls like every day. But guys, if any part of today's reading, this pick a pile reading resonated with you, let me know in the chat or in the comments later on. Maybe you might come back to this reading later on, and maybe that time something might just catch your attention. I love reading your experiences and seeing how the messages connect with your journey, and I really find it amazing. And guys, if you enjoyed this reading and you like this format of the collective intuitive guidance, make sure you give a permanent subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next live. By the way, the next live is happening in just a few minutes. And if you feel someone in your life might need this message tonight, feel free to share this live with them. Well, we are very close to 1,000. So please do share so that together we can grow this community from where we are to, where the destiny takes it. Okay. So, thank you so much for spending this time with me and sharing your energy here. Take care of yourself, and trust your intuition, okay? And I will see you very soon, okay? Like really, really soon. So, take a little break, and I shall be back. Before that, let me see what's happening. Oh, Armin, did you also choose pile three? Paula Rose also chose pile three. Ghee. We all have started saying ghee. Naveen, are you here? You don't know this new thing Renal has started called ghee. Anyhow, I'll see you guys in a while. Give me ideas. Should I just bring in the messages from your person deck, or should I bring a couple of more? Quickly tell me, and I will be right back. Like quickly, as in 10, 9, 8, 7. Guys, when I reach 0, that's when I end. So if you don't give your opinion now, I will just come up with anything. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wow, Renal, you get to choose messages. All right, take care, guys. See you, and Om.